Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and on the hill in this one, Paul Skeens. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mookie Betts. Out towards right center field. Makes a leap and grab for the out. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is a good offense, Chris. You're going to get quality at bats and balls put in play consistently with this group.
And it doesn't really matter who they're facing on the mound. They have the ability to go out and compete and win ball games. If it's an all-star or Cy Young Award winner to just a rookie up in the big leagues. So when you have that, you have a chance to win every night. If I was a pitcher on this team, I'd feel pretty good about taking the mound for him.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And another ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Has this one sized up. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here at PNC Park, today's starting pitcher, James Paxton. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
A little bit high, 2-1. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep, forget it. They must be going crazy in the dugout. His 9th homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Reynolds here. Paxton deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hayward under it. Makes the grab. And there's one down. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Connor Joe.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Stepping in, Connor Joe. Pajes makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Edward.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Edward Olivares. And another ball.
2-1.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
No, that's foul.
2 outs, base is empty.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. The other way, fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Top of the second, the batter now will be Will Smith. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Over to Joe. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. The Pirates leading by a run here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss.
That's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The line to kick the pitch. Out to short, Gonzalez. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Here's Jason Hayward. The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. And that ball is gone. He jacks that one out to left. 3rd home run of the season, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. That one way inside. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. This one in the air. Has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that is that. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. All even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the second. Now batting Key Brian Hayes.
The third baseman.
When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. The wind of the pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Slings it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
The shortstop, Nick Gonzalez.
Now it's the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, but one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Tied up here in the early going. That one the other way. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. At the belt and fires. That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. And a pitch. On a line out towards center. He's got it. Here's the second baseman.
The second baseman, Triola.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Checks over to first. Back safely. The pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Freeman hauls it in to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full, all tied 1-1. Back here in Pittsburgh, all set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. The 1-1. On a line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feel. Nice line drive to the pole side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Double play ball to second. On to Gonzalez for 1. Relay to first. Double play.
I think 4, 6, 3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Mookie Betts. Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-1. Two outs.
Full count.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. Betts into second.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day. And a nice job of turning that one
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Man on second, 2 down.
No,
And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Righty to the plate. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Around third. He will score, and the Dodgers have the lead. It's 2-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one 95 to finish him off. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. The 1-1. Good eye right there. And a good eye there.
3 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, left field, sizes this one up. 1 away.
Up next is pitching, the designated hitter.
So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. The Dodgers up by a run here in the last half of the third. Pitch misses outside, and the count is 3-1. One down, base is empty. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. And the Pirates take the lead. It's 3-2.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 1 out, nobody on. Connor Joe will hit next. And now 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Kicks and deals. Liner caught at second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Edward Olivares, the next Pirate to hit. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And a pitch. Got him. That's out number 3. Cannonball coming. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at PNC Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Will Smith. On the ground to third. And they get the out on Smith.
Now back, left field, Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. Good job to fight that one off. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Jason Hayward.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
The wind of the pitch.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off, 2-2. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Reynolds going back and caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Not shortstop.
And here is Nick Gonzalez. And he deals. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Yasmani Grandal, the next Pirate to hit. Two down, nobody on. And that's in the dirt. And it's 2-2. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first. That takes care of Grandal. Inning over. Bucks go down quietly, but they're up 3-2. Back here in Pittsburgh, and now it's Gavin Lux. The 1-2. Got him. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. There's a swing and a drive. And it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and it ties it up. It's 3-3.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty, one away. Here comes Chris Taylor. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Hayes drifts towards it, makes the grab for the second out.
The batter, the shortstop.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mookie Betts. 2 outs. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Ben Heller preparing to come on if needed. Chapman, the power lefty, up as well. That one missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, number 19.
The second baseman,
And here it comes. And that's too high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
A great back and forth and that at-bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Phillips also throwing. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The middle, dives, but it's off his glove. There's one, and that's all they'll get.
They weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out, keep the runner out of scoring position.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Andrew McCutchen. That pitch gets the corner, and the count 1-2. And another ball. Sawinski over at first with one away. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead. It's 4-3. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Man at second. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One, two now. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball to right. Hayward makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. James Paxton done for the night. Got them some innings, but they didn't come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back after a quick break. Shohei Ohtani gets the call from the pen. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
One run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. Ohtani, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Here comes a pitch. Stays alive.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 4 and the Dodgers 3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jared Jones.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Well, 1-run game. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the righty deals. And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Ground ball to the right side. And that one finds its way through. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Freddie Freeman, the next to hit. And a 1-1. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly First and second now with nobody out.
The batter, the catcher, Nick.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Righty delivers. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez misses inside. And a count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. Bounding ball here. Rolls foul. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Ground ball right side. Base hit into the outfield. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be clear.
Aroldis Chapman on to pitch here.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Chapman now 1-run game. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
That's towards center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run is in.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Ball to strike. And there's a strike. Good hitter at 98. One-two now. Base hit right field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He's safe. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Chris Taylor now. The pitch. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Way out front for strike 2. And another ball. Mookie Betts waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Kicks and fires. And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Mookie Betts. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And a 2-1 on the way. Hard liner. It's gone. Grand slam. Mookie Betts blasts one out. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 10-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Now on the bump, Ben Heller on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Now a chance for Miguel Rojas.
Ball, too high.
Just missed. Two down, nobody on. And that one is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And next for L.A., Freddie Freeman. The pitch. And there's a ball.
2-1.
Rojas off of first with 2 away. Inside, just missed. Will Smith hitting on deck circle. That one to first. Slides for the stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Buccos 4. Bottom of the 6th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Edward Olivares.
So the rookie's making his major league debut in this one. He's still on the mound and pitching with the lead. It's looking like he might get the win today.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Evan Phillips up and throwing. Bonda getting loose as well. On the ground to third. And foul ball.
Well, your major league debut is always going to be memorable, and it's even better when you perform well. This rookie has looked good on the mound, and he's been in control for most of the game.
Had him way out front of the slur.
He's really good at hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. The Dodgers up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. That one missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And 1-2.
1-2.
Man at first, one away. Started after it, appeal to first. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he went around. Yasmani Grandal up to hit.
Grandal.
2 outs. Wouldn't chase that time. And another ball. Three 1 now. Foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And the pitch. And he walked
That's the
him.
ball. Take your base.
The batter, number 19.
Here's the second baseman. First and second, 2 down.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Pirates strand a couple, and that is not what they needed. Down 10-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
Now
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. The Dodgers up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
At the belt and fires.
Full count.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. The pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
Jason Hayward now at the plate. Smith at second. Hernandez at first with no outs. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. The 2-1. And that one missing low.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
2 on, 1 out. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. 1 run is in, headed for the plate. Another comes in to score. Close play, but in there.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. The 1-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. The throw into second, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at-bat.
Hunter Stratton on a pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at second with 1 away. Digging in, Chris Taylor. That one lifted to left. Reynolds gets under it. 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here's Mookie now. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really...
Line drive, base hit right field. Here comes Pajes around third. The throw's offline, he's safe. And it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Comes through with the RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next offering is down low. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Reynolds brings it in for the 3rd out. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. LA is on top, 14-4. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski.
For the Pirates, the center fielder.
Right-handed reliever. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1-2.
Kicks and deals. Wouldn't chase that time. Got him swinging.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. steps on first for the out.
The left fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
So digging in, Brian Reynolds. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Ready to begin the 8th, and now it's going to be Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
The wind and the pitch.
D-Ride.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 2-2.
Ball.
That's a little bit low.
Full count.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Will Smith getting ready to hit. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up and in, 3-1.
3-1.
On the ground to the left. Gonzalez fires over to first, and they get the out on Smith.
Now back left field, Teoscar.
2 outs, base is empty. Teoscar Hernandez digs in now. So now 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That's
Off
the ball.
the plate, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Righty to the plate. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. Caught just shy of the wall. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 8th coming up. Dodgers lead this one 14-4. Back here at PNC Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Joe. And a pitch. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Now 1-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Not even close there. And the count is 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he deals. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now Edward Olivares. The 2-1. There's a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And a pitch. On the ground, could be 2. Oh, what a flip for 1. And it's a double play.
Up next is Pittsburgh, the third baseman, Ke'Bryan.
Now it's going to be Ke'Bryan Hayes. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here in Pittsburgh, now it's the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
In the air to left center. One down.
The batter number 9, second baseman, Gavin.
So up next, Gavin Lux. Swing and a base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the batter now, Andy Pajes.
Ball.
That's off the mark.
2-1.
Lux leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
So 2 down now, and here is Chris Taylor. 2 outs. Foul ball there. And the righty deals. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 hit, 1 left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers lead it 14-4. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Blake Trinan.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And now the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. The pitch. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. the punch out there. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Now back.
He's 2 outs away. Up next for the Pirates, Yasmani Grandal. Two and one now. Fought off foul. Hit hard, base hit. Man at first with one gone. Here's the second baseman. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Dodgers up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3.
Now batting.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. And the pitch. Swings through that.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The Pirates down to their final strike. This ball's chopped to the ground. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers take this one in a blowout.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
14-4 is how it ends. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.